Hello guys, Wagwan Big Up Yourself. Welcome to my channel again today. And I know my shirt is saying Shanghai, but today we're going to be doing top 10 things I love about living in Japan. So I'm going to start from number 10 to number 1, with number 1 being my number 1 favorite thing. And guys, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. And I know the video just started, but you're going to like it anyways. So give this video a thumbs up and comment and let me know your thoughts. All right, let's start. Bad girl make you wine to Nana. All right, so for me, my number 10 thing is food. And if you know me, you're going to be like, Monique, is food? How is this number 10? And that's simply because I like Japanese food, but it's not like my favorite type of food. It's good, but it's not the best I've had. I wouldn't say it's my favorite overall. But I do enjoy Japanese food, and by Japanese food, I mean sushi, like gyoza, takoyaki, stuff like that. I don't like all Japanese food. Prefer like Jamaican food, you know, or even Indian food to an extent, and Chinese food. But I mean, Japanese food is okay. Just not my number 1 favorite thing about Japan. Yeah, but what I do like about Japanese food is the way they present it. Like, what you see is what you get. Like, when you go to a restaurant and the thing that you see on the display, you're going to get something that looks exactly like the display, and I really like that about Japan. But I definitely like the look of Japanese food, and you know that you get what you paid for. It's not like when something else is being displayed, and when you get it, you're like, oh, what is you get me? It always looks the same. So number 9 is history. No, when I was in high school, I fancied myself a history lover. Well, you know, things change, but I still like history. And what I like about Japanese history is that it's so rich and it goes way back, and they do a lot to preserve their history. And it's seen like in their traditional wear, like their kimonos and stuff like that, even with like the Edo period. I think they're just so obsessed with that period, but it's interesting. And what is also interesting is that Japanese had such a warlike history with like samurais and stuff, but now they're like so calm, peaceful, all about peace or harmony. So that is interesting for me, but I really like that they have so much history documented. That's interesting. I mean, if you are obsessed with history, Japan would be like a gold mine for you. So number 8 is that Japan is safe, and by safe I mean relatively, because guys, I mean, anything can happen. You can't control people. I mean, I have left my phone in the airport at Narita, and I actually went to the international help desk and my phone was right there. Like, it's so organized, and I mean, like, I got back my phone. Like, that would never happen anywhere else that I've been to. I don't know about you guys. So, and I really like that about Japan, that I don't have to worry about being robbed. Like, even when I first came here, I was here like a long while before I actually saw a police officer. It was just so weird. I was like, do they have cops? But they do. So yeah, I really like that about Japan. Okay, so now we're on to number 7, and I don't know how to put this in like a word or a phrase, but I just like the fact that they celebrate like small milestones. So like, even in school, like, you know, they're always like applauding, giving praise for like small accomplishments, and I think that's really interesting. And even with their holidays here, or even the days that they have like Girls' Day, Boys' Day, they like have respect for the age day, like Green Day. I mean, it's a nice concept and I really like it. It could be fair to say that the students are like spoon-fed. I don't know if it's always a good thing, but I kind of appreciate some aspects of this within their culture. Okay, so for me, number 6 is I like that the people are friendly here. And by people, I'm talking mostly old people and like younger kids. Yeah, the people my age, I don't really know what to say about them. They're just like all about work. But I really like talking to older people. And I mean, they're the happiest people here. Like, they have no cares in the world. They're always out walking their dogs. So even at school, I have this old woman who comes out in the evenings to say, just to have a little chit chat with me. Sometimes I have no idea what she's saying, but she always tries. So the train comes at a certain time, so she would come out and like say hello to me, ask me about the weather or stuff like that, and it's really nice. And it's the same for when I'm going to school in the mornings. I see old people who I talk to. I find that the old people are the happiest people here in Japan. And even sometimes when I'm at the supermarket, this is a constant struggle for me for trying to find simple stuff. And you know, like I'm there looking hopeless and lost. Sometimes, you know, people would come up to me and offer assistance. You know, that's kind of cool. I mean, yeah, okay, all right. Now for number 5. So what I like about living in Japan is the convenience. And this includes like the convenience stores. They're like extremely convenient. Like they are the epitome of what a convenience store should be. Like you could do everything at the convenience store. Like you could pay for like your Amazon orders. You could like have deliveries sent to the convenience store and then pick up whenever you want. I've never done this before though. Some convenience stores even have like banks, and also you can pay like your bills at the convenience store. I really love that. And the thing about Japan is that like everything is all about convenience. So for example, when it's raining, they even have some little bags that you can put your umbrella in. And you know, they have like some trays outside where you could put your umbrella so that you don't have to take it inside the store. It's just like so thought out. Like even like signing up with banks, you don't have to go inside a bank. You could do everything online when trying to open a new account. And I really like that about Japan. Some things, however, you know, they could apply that to some other areas. All right, number 4. Number 4 for me is cleanliness. I really love that about Japan. Like it's clean, and by that I'm going to say relative as usual, because you know, stuff happens. Like seeing litter on the road, I really don't see that happening much. And even when I went to Tokyo, it was the same. It was very clean. The streets are just always clean, and like the river always clean. Who doesn't want their environment to be clean, you know? I think everybody wants a clean environment. And sometimes it's tedious though, like when you think of like sorting your garbage. Yeah, such a pain. We're talking about positive things here, right? All right, so next for me, number 3 is fashion. I really like their fashion. You know, like the Harajuku style fashion, you know, like this. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's really interesting. And by that, I also like their kimonos. So, you know, I have 2 kimonos. I don't know where I'm gonna wear it, but I love it. And what I like about their clothes is that it's so free. So that's the best way I can explain it. It's just free, loose, you know, kind of classy as well. Well, not talking about Harajuku fashion, just like overall. All right, so for me, number 2 is definitely gonna be their stationery. I love the options that I have. Like for example, guys, I have this eraser. It's an electric eraser, you know, and you would just, so you put batteries in and you can replace these and it just does it for you. I mean, like living in Japan, there are some things that I've seen that I didn't know that I needed. I was like, whoa, who would think of this? For example, even like when you're writing, and you know, like sometimes you would have like the imprint on the other page. They actually sell sheets that you could put between the pages so that when you're writing, it doesn't transfer to the other page. Wish I had that in high school because I hated when that happened. And they have like, you know, staplers, like staplers that you don't need to put staples in. And you know, I got this from the dollar store. I got this from the dollar store as well. Well, the 100 yen store. So like, this is how it would work. But it's like together. Pretty cool and very eco-friendly, which I'm always for stuff that are eco-friendly. And I mean, they have like some really cute stationery. I mean, if you watch my Daiso haul, you would know what I'm talking about. You know, I think Daiso should be Like the number two thing I love about living in Japan, the fact that Daiso is so amazing. But I'm just gonna leave it at stationery. All right, and I'm going straight to my number one thing that I love about living in Japan. Drum roll. It's their toilet, yo. Like they have the Toto washlet. It's like the coolest thing ever. Like I wish I could take it with me to Jamaica. It's everything. It warms up. You could like wash, you know, if you want to. Restrooms on a whole, even like public restrooms. Not that I'm sitting on their toilets, but it's usually always clean, very spacious. They have a powder room separate from like the restroom. It's always clean, and you know, I really love their toilet. And I even like how they set up the bathroom. Like, you know, you have the shower and you have a bath that you can soak in, and then you have the washroom. I mean, if you watch my apartment video, which I could leave a link here, you would know what I'm talking about. I entered this Japanese speech thing, and my speech was about Japanese toilets. It was so cool because it is my favorite thing about living in Japan, and I'm not being disrespectful, it's just that amazing. Yes, so I got this from my speech. Yeah, which is made from like traditional washi paper. Yeah, so I really love that about Japan. Yeah, I mean, geez, it's amazing. All right, yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and guys, don't forget to be different, be unique, be beautiful, but most importantly, be you. See you in my next video. All right, back to their culture, and I love the fact that for history they have so many historical festivals like the Yamage Festival, which I love. You know, so like different towns and different cities would have different traditions that they carry on, and I really adore that about them. You know, that they try to keep on the tradition. That's really admirable.